Welcome, welcome. Nicholas Lynn here with Neuromuscular Fitness Training. Thanks for welcoming me back into your home or wherever this video finds you. Hopefully you're still feeling strong, feeling healthy, and you're enjoying these short workouts. It's just me today. Hunter is not here. We're going to start off with some foot, more specifically toe movements and toe holds, the big toe and little toe extension. Then we're going to go down and do some lying stuff on the ground. So we're gonna, be lying face down. We're gonna use a pillow as a bolster, or if you have a foam roller, that'll work as well. And we're also going to do some seated stuff, but still on the floor. So I'm gonna move the camera down. So this first exercise we're gonna do is gonna be big toe extension. So you're gonna keep your four little toes on the ground, almost push them down. And we're only doing one side at a time. We're gonna start with the right side. So I'm trying to push those four little toes down, lift that big toe. And so right now I'm doing with my feet even. I'm gonna do 2 times on the right, and then I'll go to the left. But doing on the same level of matting makes a big difference. If I had just my toes off the end of the mat, it makes a significant difference, even just a couple millimeters of difference. Like, so the thickness of a yoga mat really makes this exercise even more of an extreme range of motion for these toe holds. And then relax, and then we'll do one more with that left. Just again, keeping the 4 little toes in contact with the floor, lifting that big toe, and then relax. Okay, now we're going to keep the big toe down, lift the 4 little toes. You're trying to separate them as much as you can. So earlier, while doing these exercises, I really struggled with them. And I just really wasn't connected my body. I didn't have very good control and ownership. But after doing it a couple times, now it's much easier for me to keep my toes apart, to maintain that position. All right, so now I'm gonna move down to the floor. I'm going to move the camera up as well. So for this first exercise, I'm going to do, it's going to be a hip rotation. So we're going to have your legs, thighs together. Then I'm just going to move the active leg out to the side. And then I'm just going to rotate my femur inside of that hip socket before my pelvis wants to rotate. So I'm just finding where is that extreme of where the pelvis wants to go the same direction as the foot. And you're trying to get to that edge and then just hold it there for a few seconds. About right there is where my pelvis wants to rotate. I'll go one more time. Make this nice and gentle. You're not trying to strain to maintain the position. Good control, nice slow movement. Okay, we'll bring that leg in. We'll switch. And so here, same thing, you're feeling for where does this pelvis do? And again, you're not really forcing it, you're just going nice and gentle. Good, smooth control, deliberate movement. All right, so this is the one that we're going to use the pillow on. So I'm going to do it more at an angle. So this goes right underneath my hips. And then we're going to do a single leg lift. Good, shake it out. We're going to stay at that same side. And here I'm thinking about just tightening that glute. My leg's not going to lift that high because if I lift any higher, I really have to bend into my back, and it's just right where it stops inside of that hip socket. I'm trying to keep my low back out of it so it'll switch sides. Making it more glute centric. All right, so the last exercise we're going to do today, you're going to sit up nice and tall. You're going to lean back just a little bit and keep your quads activated. So those are going to tighten up. Your heels might lift up just a little bit depending on what your calves are doing. If I can get it better. So here I'm sitting up tall, leaning back, and then I'm extending my legs. And then I'm going to lean into it. Still trying to sit nice and tall through that spine as opposed to collapsing through. And then I'm going to lean back. This puts it more into the abs. The entire time, keeping those quads nice and tight. And then lean into it. So if you want, you could do near the back of a chair, the back of sitting in front of a couch, sitting up nice and tall. See how my spine wanted to collapse? Really keep it tall through there. Lean back and back into it. Keep those quads engaged the entire time. Trying to avoid any cramping. If you start to cramp, just ease out of it, start over. And that'll be our movement routine for today. Thanks for joining me. So we covered a little bit of toes, a little bit of your hips, a little bit of the glutes and hamstrings, and then finished off with a little bit of core. So hopefully you're finding these exercises helpful. And we'll see you next week. Good luck, and reach out if you have any specific questions or if you want to do a one-on-one. Thank you. Talk to you soon.